As the world outside begins to quiet and your breath deepens into a gentle rhythm, allow your mind to journey beyond the familiar. Tonight, we will explore a profound secret of the universe, a mystery so deep it challenges everything we know about connection and distance. Prepare to drift into the unseen, where the very fabric of reality holds wonders that whisper unity. As your breath deepens, imagine a world unseen, where the smallest particles dance. Here, the rules of our everyday fade, and a gentle mystery begins to unfold. You are invited to listen closely to the whispers of the very small, where everything is connected, yet nothing is quite as it seems. As you settle into this quiet moment, letting the day's echoes soften, feel the gentle rise and fall of your chest. With each breath, you are invited to journey inward beyond the familiar world of touch and sight, into a realm so tiny, so fundamental, that it holds the very secrets of existence. This is not a journey through distant lands or across vast oceans, but descend into the heart of everything, into the whispers of the very small. Imagine, if you will, that your body, the bed beneath you, the air around you, are not solid and unmoving, but are in truth shimmering tapestries woven from countless tiny threads. These threads are so fine, so delicate, that they are invisible to the keenest eye, yet they are the building blocks of all that is. These are the particles, the fundamental constituents of our universe, dancing in an eternal, silent ballet. In our everyday world, things are clear, predictable. If you drop a ball, you know it will fall. If you flip a switch, the light will turn on or off. But in the realm of the very small, these familiar rules begin to soften, to blur, and sometimes to vanish entirely. Here, a particle might be in two places at once, or perhaps nowhere at all until we gently ask it to reveal itself. It is a place of profound possibility, a realm where certainty gives way to a beautiful, shimmering probability. Think of a single grain of sand on a vast, endless beach. That grain of sand, seemingly insignificant, is still enormous compared to the particles we are now imagining. We are shrinking our focus, going smaller and smaller, past the dust motes dancing in a sunbeam, past the intricate patterns of a snowflake, past the very molecules that make up water, until we arrive at something truly fundamental. We are arriving at the electrons, the photons, the quarks, the tiny energetic specks that are the true architect of reality. These particles are not like miniature planets orbiting a central sun. They are more like elusive hums, like gentle vibrations in the fabric of space itself. They don't have a fixed location in the way your hand has a fixed location. Instead, they exist as a cloud of possibility, a shimmering potential, until something interacts with them. It's as if they're dreaming of all the places they could be, all the ways they could exist, until a gentle touch, a silent observation, encourages them to choose just one. Consider the light that might be softly filtering into your room, or the darkness that gently enfolds you. That light, those very photons, are part of this dance. Each photon, a tiny pack of energy, travels through space, yet also behaves like a wave, spreading out, rippling through the emptiness. How can something be both a distinct particle and a flowing wave? This is the first whisper of the very small, a gentle paradox that invites us to let go of our rigid expectations. It's like trying to decide if a song is a single note or a flowing melody. It is both, depending on how you listen. Your own body, too, is a symphony of these tiny dancers. Every atom within you, the carbon in your bones, the oxygen in your breath, the iron in your blood, is composed of a nucleus surrounded by a cloud of these energetic electrons. These electrons are not fixed in orbits like planets. They are more like a shimmering, buzzing presence around the nucleus, existing in various energy levels, ready to jump from one state to another in an instant. They are constantly in motion, a silent, ceaseless hum of activity that gives form and substance to your very being. And what happens when these tiny particles meet? When an electron from one atom encounters an electron from another? In our everyday world, if two billiard balls collide, they bounce off each other in a predictable way. But in the quantum realm, interactions are far more nuanced, more intimate. Particles don't just collide. They influence each other. They share information. They become intertwined in ways that defy our common sense. It's as if they can sense each other's presence, even before they truly touch. Imagine two tiny, invisible bells. When one bell gently rings, the other, no matter how far away, somehow knows. It doesn't ring itself, not yet, but its potential to ring, its very nature, is subtly altered by the first. This is a simple analogy, of course, for the true complexity of quantum interactions, but it hints at the profound interconnectedness that defines this miniature world. The air you breathe, for instance, is not empty space. It is teeming with countless molecules, each made of atoms, and each atom a miniature universe of dancing particles. As you inhale, these particles enter your lungs, interacting with the particles in your blood, exchanging energy and information in a silent, intricate ballet. This exchange is not just a physical process. It is a quantum one, where the very states of these particles are momentarily linked, influenced by each other's presence. This journey into the very small is not about understanding every complex equation or every scientific term. It is about cultivating a sense of wonder, a gentle curiosity about the fundamental nature of reality. It is about allowing your mind to expand, to embrace the idea that the world is far more mysterious and interconnected than we often perceive. In this quiet space, as you listen to the whispers, you are invited to let go of the need for absolute certainty and simply marvel at the elegance of what is. The beauty of this quantum realm is that it is not separate from you. You are part of it. The particles that make up your fingers, your eyelids, your thoughts are all participating in this grand, subtle dance. And in this dance, there are connections profound and instantaneous that stretch across distances we can barely comprehend. As you drift deeper into relaxation, consider this. If the smallest components of everything are so interconnected, if their states can influence each other without any apparent signal, then what does that truly mean for the nature of reality? If a particle can be in a state of possibility, a shimmering cloud of potential, until it is observed, then what role does observation or even consciousness play in shaping the world around us? These are the whispers of the very small, soft questions that invite you to ponder, not to solve. They are gentle nudges toward a deeper understanding, a more profound appreciation for the intricate, mysterious tapestry of existence. And as you consider these whispers, you begin to sense that perhaps, in this realm where the rules of our everyday fade, everything truly is connected, and nothing is quite as it seems. And it is within this interconnectedness, this subtle influence across vastness, that we find one of the most astonishing phenomena of all, a bond so profound it seems to defy the very fabric of space and time. A bond that suggests that even when particles are separated by unimaginable distances, they might still share a secret, a silent, instantaneous knowing that links their fates forever. Close your eyes and feel the quiet hum of the universe around you. Beneath the surface of what we perceive, there lies an intricate, unseen fabric. It weaves through all things, connecting moments and particles in ways we are only just beginning to understand. Rest now as we explore this delicate, profound tapestry. As your breath deepens further and the last echoes of the day recede, feel the quiet hum of the universe around you. It is a subtle vibration, a silent song that resonates not just in the air, but within the very essence of everything. Beneath the surface of what we perceive with our everyday senses, beyond the solid forms and distinct objects, there lies an intricate, unseen fabric. It is a tapestry woven from threads of energy and possibility, connecting all moments and all particles in ways we are only just beginning to understand. Rest now as we gently explore this delicate, profound tapestry. Imagine for a moment that the vastness of space is not truly empty. It is not a void, but rather a shimmering, responsive medium, like a boundless, invisible ocean. Every particle, every wave of light, every thought, creates a ripple within this ocean. And just as ripples from two stones dropped into a pond can overlap and influence each other, so too do the ripples of existence intertwine within this unseen fabric. This fabric is not something you can touch with your fingers, nor see with your eyes, yet it is profoundly real. It is the very stage upon which the quantum dance unfolds, the medium through which the whispers of the very small travel, even when no sound can be heard. Think of it as the universe's own nervous system, intricately wired, instantly responsive, connecting every single part to the whole. In our waking lives, We often experience the world as a collection of separate things. You are here, the moon is far away, a thought is distinct from feeling. But this unseen fabric suggests a deeper truth. That separation is, in many ways, an illusion. It is like looking at a beautifully embroidered cloth and only seeing the individual stitches, forgetting that they are all part of a single, continuous design, held together by the same underlying weave. Consider the concept of fields in physics. Not fields of grass, but invisible fields of influence. There is a gravitational field that gently pulls you toward the earth, holding everything in its embrace. There are electromagnetic fields that carry the light and the warmth from the sun, and the signals that allow us to communicate. These fields are not made of particles in the traditional sense, but they are expressions of this unseen fabric, extensions of its pervasive influence. They are the ways in which the universe communicates with itself, silently, constantly. Within this fabric, particles are not isolated islands. They are more like knots or vibrations within the weave itself. And when two such knots become intimately linked, as we hinted at in our last quiet moment, their connection becomes part of the very structure of this fabric. It's as if a thread from one knot reaches out and intertwines with a thread from another, no matter how far apart those knots may appear on the surface. This is the essence of what we are calling the unseen fabric of reality. It is the underlying unity, the fundamental interconnectedness that allows for phenomena like quantum entanglement to exist. Without this pervasive, responsive medium, how could one particle instantly know the state of another, even if they are light years apart? It is because they are not truly separate. They are both expressions of the same underlying fabric, sharing a common ground that transcends ordinary space. Imagine a vast silent network, like a cosmic web. Every star, every planet, every living being, every tiny particle is a node on this web. And the threads of the web are not physical wires, but lines of influence of shared potential. When one part of the web vibrates, the vibration instantly travels across its connected threads, affecting distant nodes without any apparent delay. This is not faster-than-light communication in the traditional sense, but rather a manifestation of a pre-existing connection, a shared identity within the fabric itself. Your own consciousness, as you lie here, is also part of this fabric. The thoughts that gently drift through your mind, the feelings that softly arise, are not isolated events. They are ripples within your own personal quantum field, which in turn is connected to the larger, universal field. This is not to say that your thoughts can instantly change the spin of a distant particle, but it suggests a profound relationship between mind and matter, a deep integration within the tapestry of existence. This unseen fabric is not static. It is alive, constantly shifting, vibrating, and evolving. It is a dynamic background against which all of existence plays out. And the more we learn about the quantum world, the more we realize that this fabric is not just a theoretical concept, but a very real, very active component of our universe. It is a reason why seemingly impossible connections can occur, why particles can behave in ways that defy our classical understanding. As you drift deeper into this understanding, feel the comfort that comes from knowing you're a part of something so vast, so interconnected. You are not an isolated entity, but a unique and precious thread in this magnificent tapestry. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, every moment of your existence is woven into this grand design. This fabric holds within it the potential for all things. It is where particles emerge from seemingly nowhere, where energy transforms into matter, and where the very laws of physics find their expression. It is the source of all creation and the silent witness to all dissolution. And as you rest within this profound realization, consider this. If this unseen fabric connects everything, if it allows for instantaneous knowing across vast distances, what does that imply about the nature of space itself? Could it be that the space between things is not truly empty, but is instead teeming with these invisible threads, these subtle influences, waiting to reveal their secrets? And if so, how might two distant stars, seemingly separated by unimaginable cosmic oceans, share a secret so profound that it transcends all known space, their destinies intertwined by this very fabric? Picture two distant stars, separated by vast cosmic oceans. Yet, in the realm of the quantum, they might share a secret, a bond that transcends all known space. Their destinies intertwined. They whispered each other across the void. A silent, profound connection. Let this thought cradle you into deeper calm. As you drift deeper into quietude of this moment, let your mind gently expand beyond the confines of your room, beyond the earth itself, and out into the vast, silent expanse of the cosmos. Picture, if you will, two distant stars. Perhaps one is a brilliant, fiery blue giant, blazing with youth and energy, thousands of light years away, and the other a gentle, ancient red dwarf, patiently glowing in a far-flung corner of the galaxy, equally distant, equally remote. In our everyday understanding, these two stars are utterly separate. The light from one takes eons to reach the other. Their fates seem entirely independent, governed by their own internal processes, their own gravitational dance with their local cosmic neighborhood. They are distinct entities, isolated points of light in an unimaginable ocean of darkness. Yet, in the realm of the quantum, a different story begins to unfold. A story that whispers a secret, a bond so profound it transcends all known space, all conventional notions of distance. It is a secret shared not by their grand, luminous bodies, but by the smallest, most fundamental particles that make them up, particles that originated from the same cosmic breath, the same primordial dust. Imagine that long, long ago, perhaps at the very dawn of the universe, or in the fiery heart of a supernova that birthed countless elements, two tiny particles were created together. Perhaps they were two photons of light, born from the same energetic event, or two electrons, spun into existence with opposite properties, a perfect balance. At that moment of their creation, something extraordinary happened. They became intimately linked, their destinies intertwined. This link is not a physical rope or an invisible wire. It is a quantum connection, a shared identity that persists no matter how far they travel. Even if one particle journeyed to that blazing blue giant, and its twin drifted to the gentle red dwarf, their bond would remain. They would whisper to each other across the void, not with sound, but with a silent, profound connection that defies the very notion of separation. Think of it like this. Imagine two perfectly balanced coins. If you flip them both at the same instant, and they are truly independent, one might land heads and the other tails, or both heads, or both tails, with equal probability. But now, imagine these two coins are special. They are quantum coins, and they were created in such a way that if one lands heads, the other must instantly land tails, and vice versa. And this connection holds true even if one coin is flipped on Earth, and the other is flipped on a distant star. The moment you observe one, the state of the other is instantly determined, no matter the distance. This is the essence of entanglement, the secret shared by our two distant stars. Not that the stars themselves are entangled in their entirety, but that the countless particles within them, born from common origins, can carry this profound, instantaneous link. When a property of one entangled particle is measured, say, its spin or its polarization, the corresponding property of its distant twin is instantly known, without any information needing to travel between them. It is as if they are two parts of a single, unified entity, even when separated by light years. This phenomenon challenges our deepest intuitions about reality. How can information seem to travel faster than light? The answer, physicists tell us, is that no information is actually traveling. Rather, the particles were always part of a single, shared reality. Their individual states were undefined until one was observed, and at that moment, the entire shared system collapsed into a definite state, instantly determining the other's condition. It's like having two pieces of a puzzle that perfectly fit. If you see one piece, you instantly know the shape of the missing piece, no matter where it is. The information about the fit was always there, inherent in the puzzle's design. This concept, so strange and beautiful, was famously called spooky action at a distance by Albert Einstein. Even he, with his brilliant mind, found it unsettling because it seemed to violate the speed limit of the universe, the speed of light. Yet, countless experiments have confirmed that this spooky action is a very real, very fundamental aspect of our quantum universe. The secret shared by those two distant stars is not a trick of light or a subtle signal. It is a fundamental property of how reality itself is structured at its most elemental level. As you lie here, enveloped in the quiet darkness, let this thought cradle you into deeper calm. The universe is not a collection of isolated fragments, but a deeply interconnected whole. The very particles that make up your body, the air you breathe, and the distant stars all emerge from the same cosmic source. And within that shared origin lies the potential for these profound, non-local connections. This secret bond, this intertwining of destinies, is a testament to the universe's elegant simplicity at its deepest level, even as it appears complex on the surface. It suggests that beneath the vastness and the apparent emptiness of space, there's a profound unity, a silent agreement between particles that transcends all physical barriers. And this silent agreement, this shared fate, is not just a theoretical concept. It is a powerful reminder that even in moments of perceived solitude, you are part of a grand, interconnected cosmic dance. Your own particles are whispering to others, sharing their states, participating in this unseen symphony of existence. As you feel yourself drifting further, consider this. If two particles born together can remain so intimately linked across the vastness of space, instantly knowing each other's state, what does this mean for the very concept of separation? If distance truly doesn't matter for these fundamental connections, then how does this dance of shared fates unfold? And what does it reveal about the nature of time itself? Imagine particles, born together, forever linked by an invisible thread. When one spins, the other instantly knows, mirroring its partner's silent command. This is a dance of shared fates, a cosmic ballet where distance holds no sway. Feel the gentle rhythm of this connection as you drift, as you settle deeper into the soft embrace of this quiet moment. Let your mind gently conjure an image of two tiny ethereal dancers. They are not human, nor are they visible to the eye, but they are the fundamental particles we've been exploring. Perhaps two electrons, two photons, or two neutrinos, born from the very same cosmic breath. At the moment of their creation, a unique bond was forged, an invisible thread spun between them, linking their destinies forever. This is a dance of shared fates. It is a cosmic ballet, performed on the grand stage of the universe, where distance holds no sway. Imagine these two dancers, drifting apart, one perhaps journeying to the farthest reaches of a distant galaxy, the other remaining close to the heart of our own. Yet, despite the unimaginable chasm of space that separates them, their connection remains vibrant, alive, and profoundly intimate. Consider a property of these particles, something like their spin. In the quantum world, spin isn't like a top spinning on a table. It's a fundamental, intrinsic property, like a tiny magnet pointing either up or down in a particular direction. For our entangled dancers, if one particle is found to be spinning up, its partner, no matter how far away, must instantly be spinning down, and vice versa. They are always perfectly correlated, always mirroring each other's silent command. It is as if they're engaged in a secret, unspoken agreement, a cosmic pact made at the moment of their birth. When one particle makes a choice, or rather, when its inherent potential collapses into a definite state upon observation, its partner instantly, without any delay, reflects that choice. There is no signal that travels between them, no hidden message sent through the void. Their shared fate is simply a fundamental aspect of their existence. They are not two separate entities communicating. They are two parts of a single, extended quantum system, even when physically separated. Think of it like two halves of a single thought. When one half is fully formed, the other half is instantly completed, not because information traveled, but because they were always intrinsically linked as components of the same original thought. This is a profound elegance of the dance of shared fates. This dance is not a chaotic whirl, but a rhythmic, precise movement governed by the deepest laws of the universe. When one particle performs its subtle turn, the other instantly knows, mirroring its partner's silent command. This mirroring is not an act of copying, but an inherent state of being. It is as if they share a single quantum identity that stretches across the vastness. As you feel the gentle rhythm of your own breath, let this concept wash over you. There is a profound comfort in realizing that at the most fundamental level, separation is not absolute. There are threads, unseen and unbreakable, that weave through the very fabric of reality, connecting what appears to be distinct. This cosmic ballet has no audience, no applause, only the silent, continuous unfolding of existence. And in this dance, the particles do not choose their individual steps independently. Their steps are always choreographed in perfect harmony, a testament to their shared origin and their enduring connection. Imagine trying to separate two dancers who are holding hands, but their hands are not physically touching. Instead, their very essences are intertwined. No matter how far you pull them apart, their connection remains. And if one moves, the other instantly responds, not because a force is pulling them, but because they are fundamentally linked. This is a subtle yet powerful nature of the invisible thread. This phenomenon, while seemingly magical, is a cornerstone of quantum mechanics, the science of the very small. It has been repeatedly verified in laboratories, not with stars, but with individual photons and electrons, demonstrating that this dance of shared fates is not just a poetic idea, but a verifiable reality. Scientists can create entangled pairs in their labs, send them apart, and then measure their properties, consistently finding this instantaneous correlation. This means that the universe, at its deepest level, is not a collection of isolated, independent objects. It is a vast, interconnected network where fundamental relationships persist regardless of physical distance. It suggests that the here and there that define our everyday experience become fluid, almost irrelevant, in the quantum realm. As you drift further into peaceful rest, allow the image of these dancing particles to soothe your mind. Their silent communication, their instantaneous mirroring, speaks of a deeper unity that underlies all things. You are part of this grand ballet. The particles within your own body, the very atoms that compose your being, have been dancing this dance since the dawn of time, sharing their fates with countless others across the cosmos. This is not a dance of control, but a dance of inherent harmony. Neither particle dictates to the other. Rather, they are both expressions of a single, unified quantum state. And when that state is observed or interacted with, their individual properties are revealed in perfect correlation. Let the profound implications of this shared fate settle gently within you. It is a reminder that even in moments of solitude, you are never truly disconnected. You are part of a vast, intricate web of existence, where threads of connection stretch across all boundaries, linking you to farthest stars and the deepest mysteries of the universe. And as this cosmic ballet continues its silent, elegant performance, consider this. If distance truly holds no sway in this dance of shared fates, if connections can transcend the vastness of space, then what does it mean to be beyond such a veil? What happens when the very notion of separation begins to melt away, revealing a deeper reality where presence is felt instantly, a silent echo across the vastness? As the day fades, consider how some connections defy the very notion of space. A veil of distance may seem to separate, but in the quantum world, it simply melts away. Here, presence is felt instantly, a silent echo across the vastness. Let this thought carry you beyond the ordinary. As the light of the day gently softens and the world outside begins its quiet descent into night, allow your thoughts to drift to the remarkable idea of connection. In our everyday lives, we understand distance. A friend across the city is far. A loved one across the ocean is even farther. We know that signals, messages, and even light itself take time to travel across these spaces. Distance, for us, is a tangible barrier, a veil that separates. But as you settle deeper into your rest, consider how some connections, in the deepest, most fundamental layers of reality, defy this very notion of space. Imagine a veil, thin and shimmering, that seems to separate everything. It is a veil of distance, the perceived emptiness between one point and another. Yet, in the quantum world, this veil, so seemingly substantial, simply melts away. It dissolves, revealing a deeper truth. That presence to be felt instantly, a silent echo across the vastness, without the need for anything to travel through the space in between. Think of it like this. If you were to draw a line on a piece of paper, that line creates a separation. But what if the paper itself was folded, bringing two distant points on the line into direct contact? In the quantum realm, it's as if the fabric of space itself can be folded, or, more accurately, that the particles themselves are so intrinsically linked that the space between them becomes irrelevant. They are 2 points on a single, continuous entity, even when our eyes perceive them as distinct and far apart. This concept challenges our linear, sequential understanding of the universe. We are accustomed to cause and effect, where one event leads to another, and information travels from point A to point B. But in the realm of entanglement, the effect seems to happen simultaneously with the cause. Or perhaps they are not cause and effect at all, but two sides of the same coin, revealed at the same instant. Imagine a pair of identical twins born with an extraordinary gift. One twin lives on Earth, the other on a distant planet in another galaxy. If one twin feels a sudden, inexplicable joy, the other twin, at that very instant, feels the exact same joy with the same intensity, without any communication, without any light or signal traveling between them. There is no delay, no fading of the feeling across the cosmic expanse. Their connection simply is. This is a poetic analogy, of course, for the precise correlations observed in quantum entanglement, but it helps us grasp the profound nature of this beyond-the-veil connection, this instantaneous knowing, this feeling of presence across vastness, is what makes entanglement so remarkable. It's not that a message is being sent faster than light. It's that the two entangled particles are truly part of a single, unified system. Their properties are not independent, waiting to be measured. Instead, they exist in a state of shared potential, and when one part of that potential is realized through interaction or measurement, the other part is instantly, irrevocably determined, no matter the distance. The veil of distance simply ceases to exist for their shared reality. Consider a delicate spiderweb stretching across a vast garden. Each dewdrop on the web seems separate, glistening individually. But if you gently touch one strand of the web, the vibration travels instantly across the entire structure, affecting every dewdrop, every connection. The web itself is the medium that allows for this immediate, holistic response. In a similar way, the unseen fabric of reality, which we explored in an earlier moment, acts as the underlying medium through which entangled particles maintain their profound, instantaneous connection. The veil of distance is merely a superficial appearance on this deeper, interconnected web. This understanding invites us to let go of our rigid notions of space as an empty void that must be traversed. Instead, space becomes a dynamic, interconnected field, alive with subtle influences and pre-existing relationships. The emptiness between stars, between atoms, between you and a distant galaxy, is not truly empty. It is permeated by this unseen fabric, this potential for instantaneous connection. As you drift deeper into quietude, let this thought carry you beyond the ordinary, beyond the limitations of what your everyday senses perceive. You are connected, not just to the things you can touch and see, but to the very essence of the universe, to the fundamental particles that whisper across unimaginable distances. This phenomenon of action at a distance, as it was once called, is not a mystical force, but a profound revelation about the very nature of reality. It tells us that the universe is not a collection of isolated parts that happen to interact, but rather a seamless, interconnected whole, where fundamental relationships persist regardless of how far apart things may appear. The veil of distance is merely a construct of our limited perception, and in the quantum realm, it simply melts away. And as you rest in this profound realization, feel the comfort that comes from knowing that even in the vastness of space, there is no true isolation at the deepest level. Everything is interwoven, everything is connected, and as this veil of distance continues to melt away, revealing a deeper, more unified reality, how might this profound interconnectedness manifest itself? What happens when two particles, like a perfect mirror, forever show each other's truth, no matter how far apart, reflecting not light, but states instantly across any span? Envision a perfect mirror, not reflecting light, but reflecting states instantly across any span. Two particles, a quantum mirror, forever showing each other's truth, no matter how far apart. This reflection is not an image, but a deep, inherent knowing. Allow this quiet wonder to settle within you. As you continue your gentle descent into deep relaxation, let your mind paint a new image. Envision a mirror unlike any you have ever seen. This is not a mirror that reflects light or your own gentle face, but one that reflects states. It is a perfect mirror, capable of instantly showing the truth of something, not as an image, but as a deep, inherent knowing. And this reflection occurs across any span, no matter how vast. Now, imagine two tiny particles, perhaps the same kind of electrons or photons we've been quietly considering. These two particles are not just connected. They are this quantum mirror. They are forever showing each other's truth, their properties perfectly aligned, instantly reflecting each other's state, no matter how far apart they may be. One particle might be here, nestled gently in the palm of your imagination, and its twin could be light years away, drifting to the interstellar dust near a newborn star. Yet, they remain a perfect quantum mirror. Think of it like this. If you have two gloves, a left and a right, and you put one in a box and send it across the universe, and keep the other, the moment you look at a glove you kept and see it's a left glove, you instantly know, without any communication, that the one in the distant box must be a right glove. The information isn't traveling. The relationship, the inherent truth of their pairing, was established from the beginning. The gloves are a simple, everyday analogy for the profound, instantaneous correlation seen in entangled particles. They are a mirror of each other's hand-deadness. In the quantum world, this mirroring is far more dynamic. It applies to properties like spin, that intrinsic quantum property we discussed, or polarization, which describes the orientation of a light wave. If one entangled particle is found to have an up spin, its mirror twin, instantly and without delay, will be found to have a down spin. If one photon is polarized vertically, its entangled partner will be polarized horizontally. They are always perfectly correlated, always reflecting the opposite, yet complementary truth of each other. This reflection is not a visual image, not something you can see with your eyes. It is a deep, inherent knowing, a fundamental aspect of their shared reality. It is as if the universe itself, at its deepest level, is constantly performing this act of instantaneous mirroring, ensuring that certain properties of entangled partners are always perfectly correlated, no matter the distance that separates them. This profound concept means that the act of measuring or interacting with one particle instantly influences a potential state of an entangled partner, even if that partner is across a galaxy. It's not that a signal zips across space faster than light. It's that the two particles are never truly independent. They are born as a single, unified quantum system, and their destinies are intertwined from that very first moment. The mirror was set at their creation, and it continues to operate across all distances. Consider the implications for a moment as you drift deeper into peaceful rest. If two particles can act as such a perfect mirror, instantly reflecting each other's truth across any span, then the very concept of locality, the idea that an object is only influenced by its immediate surroundings, begins to soften. It suggests a universe where connections are not limited by the speed of light, but are instead woven into the very fabric of existence, a fabric that allows for this instantaneous, mirrored knowing. This quantum mirror is a testament to the universe's elegance and its surprising nature. It defies our everyday experience, where everything seems to have a distinct location and interactions require time and proximity. But in the realm of the very small, where the rules of our everyday fade, this mirroring is a fundamental reality. It is a quiet wonder that invites us to expand our understanding of what is possible. Imagine the universe as a vast, intricate dance, and these entangled particles are two dancers whose movements are always perfectly synchronized, even when they're on opposite sides of the cosmic ballroom. One dancer lifts an arm, and the other instantly mirrors a complementary movement, not because they saw each other, but because their dance was choreographed as a single, indivisible whole from the very beginning. They are a living, breathing quantum mirror. This phenomenon is not just a theoretical idea. It has been rigorously tested and confirmed in countless experiments. Scientists have created entangled particles in laboratories and separated them by many kilometers, only to find that their properties remain perfectly correlated, just as if they were side by side, reflecting each other in a quantum mirror. These experiments confirm that the veil of distance truly does melt away for these special connections. As you allow this quiet wonder to settle within you, feel the comfort that comes from knowing that even in the vastness of the cosmos, there are these profound, unbreakable bonds. You are part of a universe that is far more interconnected than it appears on the surface. The particles within you and around you are all participating in this grand, silent mirroring, reflecting the truths of each other across the expanse of space and time. This reflection, this deep, inherent knowing, is a reminder that unity exists at the most fundamental level. It is a soothing thought, inviting you to release any sense of isolation and embrace the profound interconnectedness of all things. The quantum mirror reveals that separation is often an illusion, and that at the heart of reality, there is a seamless, instantaneous reflection of truth. And as you rest in the gentle glow of this quantum mirror, reflecting the deep, inherent knowing of the universe, consider the subtle echoes that might resonate from these profound connections. If particles can instantly know each other's state across vast distances, what kind of echoes might they leave in the void? And what might these echoes reveal about the fundamental oneness that whispers through the cosmos? In the silent expanse between worlds, there are echoes, not a sound but a state. A particle's spin, a subtle vibration, resonates instantly with its distant twin. These echoes in the void speak a unity, a fundamental oneness that whispers through the cosmos. Listen to their calming resonance. As you drift further into the peaceful depths of this quiet moment, let your awareness expand to the vast, silent expanse between worlds. Imagine the immense distances that separate stars, galaxies, and even the tiny particles we've been exploring. This space, which appears empty to our eyes, is not truly silent. In a profound quietude, there are echoes, not echoes of sound, for sound cannot travel through the vacuum of space, but echoes of state. These are the subtle resonances left by the profound connections we've been contemplating. When two particles are entangled, when they form that perfect quantum mirror we just envisioned, their shared truth creates a unique kind of echo, a particle spin, that intrinsic, tiny vibration, resonates instantly with its distant twin. This resonance is not a signal that travels, but a manifestation of a shared identity, a silent reverberation in the unseen fabric of reality. Think of it like this. Imagine two perfectly tuned tuning forks. If you strike one, the other, even across a room, will begin to hum softly in response, not because a sound wave traveled directly to it, but because they are fundamentally attuned to the same frequency. Their very structure allows for the sympathetic vibration, this echo. In the quantum realm, entangled particles are like these perfectly attuned tuning forks, but their resonance is far more profound, transcending physical space. When we speak of particle state, we refer to its fundamental properties, its spin, its energy level, its polarization. For entangled particles, these properties are not independent. They are intertwined. So, when the state of one particle is determined, the echo of that determination instantly resonates with its twin, revealing its complementary state. This echo is not a message. It is the instantaneous unfolding of a shared reality. These echoes in the void speak of a unity, a fundamental oneness that whispers through the cosmos. They tell us that beneath the apparent separation of things, there is a deeper, underlying coherence. The universe, at its most fundamental level, is not a collection of isolated fragments, but a vast, interconnected symphony where every note, every vibration, resonates with every other, even across unimaginable distances. Imagine the universe as a vast, intricate crystal. Each particle is a facet of this crystal. When one facet catches a light and reflects a certain color, its entangled counterpart, no matter where it is located on the crystal, instantly reflects the complementary color, not because light traveled between them, but because they are both part of the same unified structure. The echo is the instantaneous knowledge of the other facet's response. This concept of echoes of state is a beautiful way to understand how entanglement works without resorting to the idea of faster-than-light communication, which would violate the fundamental laws of physics. Instead, it suggests that the connection is pre-existent, woven into the very fabric of space-time. The echo is simply the instantaneous manifestation of this pre-existing unified state. As you listen to their calming resonance, feel how this idea brings a sense of profound peace. You are part of this cosmic unity. The atoms and particles that compose your body are not isolated. They too carry echoes of their origins, resonances with the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Your very existence is a part of this grand, interconnected hum. These echoes are subtle, beyond our ordinary senses, yet they are profoundly real. They are the silent proof that the universe is far more integrated than we often perceive. They are the universe's way of reminding us that everything is connected, and that separation is often an illusion of scale. Consider the vast stretches of intergalactic space, seemingly empty and silent. Yet, within that emptiness, these echoes of state are constantly resonating, linking particles that may have been separated for billions of years since the Big Bang. They are the universe's oldest and most persistent form of communication, a testament to the enduring bonds forged at creation. This fundamental oneness, revealed by these echoes, is a soothing thought. It suggests that even in the vastness and mystery of the cosmos, there is an inherent harmony, a deep-seated order that binds everything together. It is a reminder that you are never truly alone, never truly disconnected, but always a part of this magnificent, resonating whole. As you drift deeper into sleep, let the calming resonance of these echoes envelop you. Feel the unity they whisper, the profound interconnectedness that underlies all existence. It is a gentle lullaby from the universe itself, reminding you of the seamless tapestry of reality. And as these echoes in the void continue to whisper of unity and fundamental oneness, what happens when this profound connection is manifested in a more rhythmic, almost biological way? What if the shared fate, this instantaneous knowing, could be imagined as two hearts, beating as one, even when miles apart, their rhythms synchronized, their very essence intertwined? Imagine two hearts, beating as one, even when miles apart. Their rhythm is synchronized, their very essence intertwined. This is the entangled heartbeat of the universe's smallest components, a shared pulse that defies separation. Feel your own heartbeat slow, aligning with this cosmic rhythm. As you continue to drift deeper into the gentle embrace of sleep, let your awareness turn inward to the quiet, steady rhythm of your own heart. Feel its comforting beat, a constant companion throughout your life. Now, imagine a connection so profound, so intimate, that it could be likened to two hearts, beating as one, even when separated by vast, unimaginable distances. This is the essence of the entangled heartbeat, a metaphor for profound connection between the universe's smallest components. It is a shared pulse that defies separation, a rhythm so synchronized that it transcends the very notion of space. Just as your heart beats rhythmically, sending life through your body, so too do entangled particles share a silent, instantaneous pulse, a shared vibration that links their very essence. Think of it not as a physical heart, but as a shared state, a collective vibration. When one entangled particle beats in a certain way, meaning its properties are observed or determined, its distant twin instantly resonates with a complementary beat. There is no delay, no fading of the signal across the void. Their rhythm is synchronized, not by external communication, but because they are, in a fundamental sense, two parts of a single, unified heart. Imagine two ancient, sacred drums, crafted from the same tree, imbued with the same spirit. When one drum is struck, its twin, even if carried to the opposite side of the world, vibrates in perfect harmony, a silent, sympathetic resonance. Their rhythm is synchronized, their very essence intertwined, because they share a common origin, a fundamental connection that runs deeper than any physical separation. This is the entangled heartbeat of the quantum world. This shared pulse reveals a profound truth about the universe, that at its deepest level, things are not isolated. They are interconnected, bound by invisible threads of shared destiny. The heartbeat of one particle instantly informs a heartbeat of its twin, not through a signal, but through a pre-existing harmony. It's as if they are both listening to the same cosmic conductor, and their movements are always perfectly aligned. As you feel your own heartbeat slow, aligning with this cosmic rhythm, allow yourself to feel the comfort of this deep interconnectedness. Your own body is a symphony of countless particles, each participating in this grand, entangled dance. The atoms within your cells, the electrons that carry the electrical impulses in your brain, all carry the echoes of the shared pulse, this fundamental unity. This entangled heartbeat is not a chaotic thrum, but a precise and elegant rhythm. It tells us that the universe is not a random collection of independent events, but beautifully choreographed ballet, where every movement, every beat, is intimately linked to every other. It speaks of a universe that is fundamentally coherent, where order and connection are woven into its very fabric. Consider the immense distances we've explored, the space between stars, the vastness of the void. Yet, for entangled particles, these distances seem to vanish. Their shared pulse beats as one, regardless of how far apart they are. This challenges our everyday understanding of space and time, inviting us to consider a reality where proximity is not always a prerequisite for profound connection. This shared pulse, this synchronized rhythm, is a testament to the universe's profound elegance. It is a quiet reminder that even in the vastness of the cosmos, there is an inherent intimacy, a deep relationship between the fundamental building blocks of existence. It is a soothing thought, inviting you to release any sense of isolation and embrace the profound interconnectedness of all things. The experiments that confirm this entangled heartbeat are some of the most astonishing in modern physics. Scientists can create pairs of particles, send them in opposite directions, and then measure their properties. Consistently, they find that when one particle's spin or polarization is measured, its twin's corresponding property is instantly revealed to be perfectly correlated, as if they share a single, unified pulse. This is the entangled heartbeat, a verifiable reality that continues to inspire awe and wonder. As you drift deeper into sleep, let the gentle rhythm of this cosmic heartbeat lull you. Feel its steady, comforting presence. It is a reminder that you are part of something vast, intricate, and profoundly unified. Your own existence is woven into this grand tapestry of interconnectedness, sharing a pulse with the very fabric of the universe. And as this entangled heartbeat continues its silent, synchronized rhythm, what happens when this profound connection is expressed not just as a shared pulse, but as a grand, harmonious composition? What if the universe is not just a collection of isolated notes, but grand symphony, each part harmonizing with another, revealing a deep, inherent connectedness? The universe is not a collection of isolated notes, but grand symphony, each part harmonizing with another. Quantum entanglement is a profound chord in this cosmic music, revealing a deep, inherent connectedness. Let the gentle melody of this unity lull you into peaceful rest. As you continue to drift deeper into the quietude of this moment, let your mind gently perceive the universe not as a collection of separate, distinct objects, but as a grand, magnificent symphony. Imagine a vast orchestra, where every star is a shimmering bell, every galaxy a resonant drum, and every tiny particle a delicate, vibrating string. In this cosmic concert, each part is not playing an isolated note, but harmonizing with another, creating a profound and continuous melody. Quantum entanglement, the wondrous connection we've been exploring, is a profound chord in this cosmic music. It is not just a single note, but a rich, resonant harmony that reveals a deep, inherent connectedness woven into the very fabric of existence. It is the underlying truth that allows the universe to resonate as one, a seamless composition where every element contributes to the whole. Think of a beautifully composed piece of music. Each instrument, from the highest flute to the deepest cello, plays its own part, but it is only when their individual sounds blend, when their rhythms align, and their melodies intertwine, that the true beauty of the symphony emerges. If one instrument plays out of tune or out of time, the harmony is broken. In the universe's symphony, entanglement ensures that the notes played by distant particles are always in perfect, albeit subtle, harmony. This harmony is not something that needs to be forced or arranged from the outside. It is inherent. When two particles become entangled, they're like two notes that are destined to be played together, always in perfect accord. If one note is a C, its entangled partner will instantly be the complementary G, creating a perfect resonant interval, no matter how far apart the instruments playing them might be. There is no need for a conductor to signal across the vastness. The harmony is simply a fundamental aspect of their shared composition. This profound core of entanglement tells us that the universe is not a random collection of disconnected events, but a deeply coherent and unified system. It is a testament to an underlying order, a cosmic choreography where every movement, every beat, every note is intimately linked to every other. It speaks of a universe that is fundamentally coherent, where order and connection are woven into its very fabric, creating a continuous, unfolding melody. As you allow the gentle melody of this unity to lull you into peaceful rest, Feel how your own being is part of this grand symphony. The countless particles that make up your body, the very atoms that compose your being, are all playing their part in this cosmic composition. They are vibrating, interacting, and resonating, contributing to the overall harmony of existence. Your own heartbeat, your breath, the gentle hum of your thoughts, all are notes in this magnificent, ongoing piece of music. This symphony of connectedness extends beyond the smallest particles. It encompasses the grand structures of the cosmos, the swirling galaxies, the vast nebulae, the clusters of stars. Each of these celestial bodies, though seemingly isolated, is part of a larger gravitational dance, a grander movement within the cosmic symphony. And at the heart of this grand scale, the principles of quantum interconnectedness still whisper, reminding us that even the largest structures are built from the smallest, most intimately linked components. The music of this symphony is not heard with our ears, but felt with a deeper knowing. It is a silent resonance of the unseen fabric of reality, vibrating with the shared fates of entangled particles. It is a profound truth that distance is merely a perceived separation, and that at a fundamental level, everything is woven into a seamless, harmonious whole. Imagine a vast, living tapestry, constantly being woven. Each thread is a particle, each not an interaction. Entanglement is like a special kind of thread that, when woven into one part of the tapestry, instantly affect a distant connected thread, ensuring that their colors and patterns always complement each other. The entire tapestry, the entire universe, is a single, unfolding work of art, a symphony of interconnectedness. This understanding brings a profound sense of comfort and belonging. You are not a solitary note in a vast, empty silence. You are an integral part of a magnificent, ongoing composition. Every breath you take, every thought you have, every moment of your existence contributes to the richness and harmony of this cosmic symphony. The beauty of this symphony is that it is always playing, always unfolding. It is a continuous creation, a dynamic expression of unity. And quantum entanglement is one of its most beautiful and mysterious chords, a testament to the profound and unbreakable bonds that exist at the very heart of reality. As you drift deeper into sleep, let the gentle melody of this unity envelop you. Feel yourself becoming one with this grand, harmonious composition. Release any tension, any sense of separation, and simply rest in profound, comforting truth that everything is connected, everything is harmonizing, everything is part of the same beautiful cosmic symphony. And as this grand symphony of connectedness continues its eternal, harmonious play, what happens when we encounter ideas that seem to defy our everyday logic, gentle paradoxes that invite us to think differently? How can something be here and there at once? Or how can distance vanish? What deeper truth do these soft contradictions hold? And how can they guide us to quietude? There are mysteries that defy our everyday logic, gentle paradoxes that invite us to think differently. How can something be here and there at once? How can distance vanish? Embrace this soft contradiction, for it holds a deeper truth, a comforting enigma. Let the paradox guide you to quietude. As you continue your gentle journey into the depths of sleep and the grand symphony of connectedness softly fades, let your mind now consider something truly remarkable, the gentle paradox. There are mysteries in the universe that defy our everyday logic, concepts that seem to contradict everything we know about the world around us. These are not harsh, jarring contradictions, but soft, inviting paradoxes that gently encourage us to think differently, to expand our understanding of what is possible. How can something be here and there at once? How can distance simply vanish? These are the questions that arise from the heart of quantum entanglement, the very phenomena we have been exploring. In our familiar world, a ball is either here or there, never both. A journey takes time, and distance is a real, measurable barrier. But in the realm of the very small, these certainties begin to shimmer and dissolve, revealing a comforting enigma. Imagine a single, tiny particle, perhaps an electron, in the quantum world. Before it is observed or interacted with, this electron does not have a fixed position. It exists as a cloud of probability, a wave of potential, spread out across space. It is, in a profound sense, everywhere at once until we gently ask it to reveal itself in a specific location. This is a paradox of superposition, a particle existing in multiple states simultaneously, like a whisper that is both everywhere and nowhere until you focus your ear. Think of a dream. In a dream, you might find yourself in two places at once, or instantly transported from one scene to another without traversing any space in between. The rules of your waking world simply do not apply. The quantum realm is much like this dreamlike state for particles, where the rigid boundaries of space and time become fluid, allowing for possibilities that seem impossible from our everyday perspective. And then there is the paradox of distance vanishing. We've spoken of entangled particles, born together, whose fates are intertwined. When one particle's property is measured, its distant twin instantly reflects a complementary property, no matter how far apart they are. This seems to imply that information travels faster than light, which our current understanding of physics tells us is impossible. This is the heart of the spooky action at a distance that even Albert Einstein found so unsettling. But the paradox holds a deeper truth. It is not that information is traveling faster than light, but rather that the entangled particles were never truly separate to begin with. They are two parts of a single, unified quantum system. Their individual states were undefined until one was observed, and at that moment, the entire shared system collapsed into a definite state, instantly determining the other's condition. The vanishing of distance is not a magic trick, but a revelation that the separation was an illusion for the shared reality. Embrace this soft contradiction, for it holds a deeper truth, a comforting enigma. The paradoxes of the quantum world are not meant to confuse you, but to invite you to a broader, more flexible way of understanding reality. They tell us that the universe is richer and more mysterious than our common sense often allows. They are like riddles whispered in the dark, not to be solved with logic alone, but to be felt and absorbed with sense of wonder. Consider the gentle paradox of light itself. Is it a wave, flowing and spreading like ripples on a pond? Or is it a particle, a tiny, discrete packet of energy like a grain of sand? The answer, surprisingly, is both. Light behaves as a wave in some experiments, and as a particle in others. It holds both truths simultaneously, a beautiful contradiction that reveals its true nature. This duality is another gentle paradox, a reminder that reality is often more nuanced than our simple categories allow. These paradoxes guide you to quietude because they encourage a letting go of rigid expectations, of the need for everything to fit neatly into boxes. They invite you to embrace the mystery, to find comfort in the unknown, and to recognize that the universe operates on principles far more profound and interconnected than we can easily grasp. As you drift deeper into sleep, let the paradox guide you to quietude. Feel the soothing release that comes from accepting that some things can be both slash and rather than either slash or. Allow the idea that distance can vanish to bring a sense of profound connection, reminding you that at the deepest level, you are always part of a seamless whole. The universe, in its wisdom, presents us with these gentle contradictions not to frustrate, but to expand. They are doorways to a deeper understanding, inviting us to see beyond the surface, to perceive the intricate, beautiful complexity that underlies all existence. And in this acceptance of paradox, you find a profound peace, a quiet knowing that the universe is full of wonders that transcend our ordinary comprehension. And as these gentle paradoxes continue to guide you to quietude, what happens when the very action that seemed spooky to the greatest minds begins to reveal itself as a soothing truth? What if this instantaneous connection speaks not of magic, but of a deeper reality, where bonds are unbreakable and information travels without effort, becoming a quiet comfort in the night? What Einstein called spooky action at a distance is, in its essence, a soothing truth. It speaks not of magic, but of a deeper reality, where bonds are unbreakable and information travels without effort. Let the spooky become simply beautiful, a quiet comfort in the night. As you continue to drift deeper into the gentle embrace of sleep, letting the soft paradoxes of the quantum world settle within your mind, let us now turn our attention to a phrase famously coined by one of the greatest scientific minds, Albert Einstein. He called it spooky action at a distance. This phrase, born from his discomfort with quantum entanglement, describes the instantaneous connection between particles, a connection that seemed to defy the very laws of physics as he understood them. Yet, what Einstein called spooky action at a distance is, in its essence, a soothing truth. Imagine, for a moment, the vastness of space, the immense distances between stars and galaxies. In our everyday understanding, if something happens here, its effect can only travel so fast to another point, at most, the speed of light. This is the cosmic speed limit, a fundamental principle of our universe. But when two entangled particles are separated and one is observed to have a certain property, its distant twin instantly, without any measurable delay, reveals its complementary property. This instantaneous correlation, this action across a distance without a visible signal, is what seems so spooky to Einstein. He wrestled with this idea, believing it implied either that information was traveling faster than light, or that quantum mechanics was incomplete. He felt there must be hidden variables, some underlying, as yet unknown mechanism that explained the instantaneous connection without violating the speed limit. But decades of experiments have shown that no such hidden variables exist, and the spooky action is indeed a fundamental aspect of reality. Yet, as you lie here enveloped in the quiet darkness, let's reframe this spooky notion. It speaks not of magic, but of a deeper reality. It is not a trick, but profound revelation about the universe's fundamental nature. The spooky becomes simply beautiful, a quiet comfort in the night. Think of it like this. Imagine two perfectly matched pieces of a jigsaw puzzle. They were cut from the same original whole. If you pick up one piece and see its unique shape, you instantly know the shape of the missing piece, even if it's in a box across the room, or even across the world. You don't need to send a message to the other piece. The knowledge is instantaneous because they were always part of a single, unified puzzle. The spooky action is merely the instantaneous recognition of their pre-existing, unbreakable bond. This deeper reality reveals that the bonds between entangled particles are unbreakable. They are not merely connected by a fragile thread that could snap. Rather, their very existence is intertwined. They are two aspects of a single quantum entity, and their states are always correlated, always in perfect harmony, regardless of the apparent physical distance between them. And because of this unbreakable bond, information, in the traditional sense, doesn't need to travel. There is no signal being sent from one particle to the other. Instead, the act of measuring one particle simply reveals a property of the entire entangled system, and that revelation instantly defines the complementary property of its twin. It's like turning on a light switch in a room that was always illuminated, but you just didn't perceive it until that moment. The light didn't travel. Its state was simply revealed. Let the spooky become simply beautiful, a quiet comfort in the night. This phenomenon, once a source of deep scientific unease, can now be seen as a profound testament to the universe's inherent unity. It tells us that even at the most fundamental level, separation is not absolute. There is a deeper, underlying coherence that binds everything together. Consider the comfort in knowing that such unbreakable bonds exist. In a world where things often feel fragmented and disconnected, the quantum realm offers a profound counter-narrative. It whispers that at the heart of existence, there is a fundamental interconnectedness, a silent agreement between particles that transcends all physical barriers and all notions of time and space. This isn't about telepathy or mystical powers. It's about the very fabric of reality being more intricately woven than we previously imagined. It's about recognizing that the universe is a seamless whole, and that the parts, even when seemingly separated, retain a profound, instantaneous relationship. As you drift deeper into sleep, allow this soothing truth to settle within you. The spooky action at a distance is not something to fear or to find unsettling. It is a beautiful revelation, a quiet comfort that reminds you of profound unity that underlies all things. You are part of this deeper reality, woven into its unbreakable bonds, connected to the very essence of the cosmos. And as this soothing truth continues to gently unfold, revealing a deeper reality where bonds are unbreakable and information travels without effort, what happens when this profound interconnectedness begins to manifest itself in the very fabric of space and time? What if the universe itself, like a delicate tapestry, begins to unfurl, revealing hidden connections and suggesting that it is not merely empty space, but a vibrant, living weave? As you relax, imagine the very fabric of space-time unfurling, revealing hidden connections. Entanglement shows us that this fabric is not merely empty space, but a vibrant tapestry, alive with unseen threads. Feel yourself gently unfurl with it, releasing all tension. As you relax deeper and deeper into the quiet comfort of your space, letting the soothing truth of spooky action settle within you, gently shift your imagination to the very essence of existence itself. Imagine the fabric of space-time, not as a rigid, unyielding structure, but as a delicate, shimmering cloth. Now, picture this fabric slowly, gracefully unfurling, revealing hidden connections that were always there, just waiting to be perceived. For so long, we have thought of space as simply the emptiness between things, a vast, silent void, and time, a linear progression from past to future. But quantum entanglement shows us that this fabric is far more than mere emptiness. It is a vibrant tapestry, alive with unseen threads, constantly weaving and reweaving, connecting everything to everything else in ways that defy our ordinary understanding. Think of a tightly wound scroll. When it is rolled up, you can only see a small part of the picture. But as it slowly unfurls, more and more of the intricate design, the hidden connections, and the full scope of the artwork are revealed. In a similar way, as you relax, the universe's own scroll, the fabric of space-time, begins to unfurl for your inner eye, showing you the deeper, more profound relationships that exist. Entanglement is one of the most striking patterns revealed as this fabric unfurls. It highlights that the distance we perceive is often just a fold in the tapestry, a temporary separation that doesn't break the underlying connection. The unseen threads are always there, binding entangled particles together, ensuring their shared fate, their synchronized heartbeat, and their instantaneous mirroring of states. These unseen threads are not physical strings you could touch. They are lines of influence, of shared potential, woven into the very structure of space-time. They are the pathways through which the echoes in the void resonate, and through which the gentle paradoxes of the quantum world find their expression. They reveal that the universe is not a collection of isolated islands, but continuous, flowing continuum where everything is deeply interwoven. Feel yourself gently unfurl with it, releasing all tension. Just as the fabric of space-time reveals its hidden connections, allow your own being to gently unwind. Let go of any tightness in your body, any lingering thoughts in your mind. Imagine your own personal space-time, the space within and around you, gently expanding, softening, and revealing its own inherent interconnectedness. This unfurling is a journey into a deeper understanding of reality. It suggests that the universe is not static, but dynamic, constantly revealing new layers of its profound nature. And each revelation, like the discovery of entanglement, shows us that the universe is far more integrated and harmonious than we once believed. Consider the very air you breathe. It seems like empty space, yet it is teeming with countless molecules, each a tiny knot in this grand tapestry. And the space between those molecules, the space between the atoms within them, is not truly empty. It is part of this vibrant living weave, permeated by fields and potentials, ready to express connections. This vibrant tapestry is alive not with conscious thought in the human sense, but with ceaseless activity, with energy flowing and transforming, with particles appearing and disappearing, with possibilities constantly unfolding. It is a dynamic background against which all of existence plays out, a canvas upon which the universe paints its grand design. As you drift deeper into sleep, allow the image of this unfurling fabric to bring you profound peace. You are not separate from this magnificent weave. You are an integral part of it. The threads that connect the farthest stars also connect the particles within your own being. This realization can bring a deep sense of belonging, a quiet comfort that you are held within something vast, intricate, and profoundly alive. The unfurling of this fabric is a continuous process, an eternal revelation. Each scientific discovery, each moment of quiet contemplation allows us to see a little more of its hidden beauty, to understand a little more of its profound connections. And the more we see, the more we realize that the universe is a place of boundless wonder, where even the seemingly empty spaces are vibrant with unseen threads of connection. And as this vibrant tapestry of space-time continues to unfurl, revealing its hidden connections and its living weave, what happens when we encounter realms of existence that stretch beyond our immediate knowing? What if there are concepts that gently challenge our understanding, inviting us to step into a deeper mystery, to accept that the universe holds wonders far grander than we can easily grasp. There are realms of existence that stretch beyond our immediate knowing, concepts that gently challenge our understanding. Quantum entanglement invites us to step into this deeper mystery, to accept that the universe holds wonders far grander than we can easily grasp. Rest in this vastness. As you continue to drift deeper into the quiet comfort of your space, let the image of the unfurling fabric of space-time settle gently within you. Let your mind now wander to the edges of what we can comprehend. There are realms of existence that stretch beyond our immediate knowing, concepts that gently challenge our understanding, inviting us to look beyond the familiar and embrace the truly extraordinary. For much of human history, our understanding of the universe was limited to what we could see, touch, and measure directly. We built our world on the solid ground of classical physics, where everything was predictable, measurable, and understandable through cause and effect. But as we delved deeper, as our instruments became more sensitive, and our minds more curious, we began to glimpse these other realms, these spaces beyond our immediate knowing. Quantum entanglement is one of the most profound invitations to step into this deeper mystery. It is a phenomenon that defies our common sense, that seems to break the rules we hold so dear. How can two particles be so intimately connected across vast distances? How can their fates be intertwined without any apparent signal? These are questions that push against the boundaries of our conventional understanding, gently urging us to expand our minds. Think of a vast, ancient library, filled with countless books. We have spent lifetimes reading and understanding many of them, learning about the world as we know it. But in the quantum realm, it's as if we've stumbled upon a hidden section of the library, filled with books written in a language we are only just beginning to decipher. These books contain stories and truths that are far grander, far more intricate, and far more interconnected than anything we previously imagined. Quantum entanglement is one of the most compelling stories in this hidden section, a tale of unity that transcends our everyday logic. This realm beyond our knowing is not a place of confusion or fear. Instead, it is a place of profound wonder and humility. It teaches us that the universe is far richer, far more imaginative, and far more mysterious than our limited human minds can easily grasp. It invites us to accept that there are truths that operate on principles entirely different from what we experience in our macroscopic world. Consider the very act of observation. In our everyday lives, observing something doesn't change it. If you look at a tree, the tree remains a tree. But in the quantum realm, the act of observation or interaction can fundamentally change the state of a particle. This is a concept that stretches beyond our immediate knowing, suggesting a deeper relationship between the observer and the observed, a subtle dance between consciousness and reality. Quantum entanglement, with its instantaneous correlations across vast distances, is a constant reminder of this deeper mystery. It tells us that the universe is not just a collection of separate parts that happen to interact, but a seamless, interconnected whole where fundamental relationships persist regardless of physical distance. It is a concept that gently challenges our understanding of space, time, and even reality itself. As you rest in this vastness, allow yourself to feel the comfort that comes from embracing the unknown. There is a profound peace in acknowledging that there are wonders far grander than we can easily grasp. This acceptance is not a surrender to ignorance, but an opening to a deeper, more expansive way of being. It is a recognition that the universe holds secrets that continue to unfold, inviting us to perpetual curiosity and awe. This journey into the realms beyond our knowing is a personal one. It is about allowing your mind to soften its rigid boundaries, to become more fluid, more open to possibilities that defy conventional logic. It is about trusting that even when something seems paradoxical, it can still hold a profound and beautiful truth. The universe, in its boundless wisdom, offers us these glimpses into its deeper nature, not to overwhelm us, but to inspire us. It is a gentle invitation to step into a larger story, a grander design, where everything is connected and where the very fabric of existence is alive with unseen threads of unity. As you drift deeper into sleep, let the vastness of this knowing envelop you. Feel the profound peace that comes from accepting that the universe holds wonders beyond your immediate grasp. You are part of this grand mystery, a participant in the unfolding of a reality far more intricate and beautiful than you can ever fully comprehend. rests in this vastness, held by the profound interconnectedness of all things. And as you rest in this vastness, held by the profound interconnectedness of all things, what if this deep connection, this shared essence, could be imagined not just as a concept, but as a tangible embrace? What happens when two particles, like lovers in a timeless embrace, merge their identities into a single unified state, where separation is an illusion? Picture two particles in a timeless embrace. Their identities merge into a single unified state. This quantum embrace is not physical, but a profound state of being, where separation is an illusion. Feel this gentle unity, a quiet hug from the universe itself. Word count, 1680 words. As you continue to drift deeper into the quietude of this moment, letting the vastness of what is beyond our knowing settle gently within you, let your imagination now envision a profound connection, not just as a concept, but as a tangible embrace. Picture two tiny particles, perhaps the same electrons or photons we've been quietly observing, not merely linked, but held in a timeless embrace. Their identities, once seemingly distinct, are now merged into a single unified state. This is a quantum embrace. It is not a physical hug, not something you can feel with your skin, but a profound state of being, a deep, inherent unity where separation is an illusion. It is the ultimate expression of entanglement, where two entities become so intimately intertwined that they lose their individual boundaries and become one indivisible whole. Think of it like two drops of water falling from the sky and merging into a single, larger drop. Once separate, they now share a common identity, their individual histories dissolving into a unified present. In the quantum realm, this merging of identities is even more profound. It means that the properties of one particle are so deeply connected to properties of the other that they cannot be described independently. They exist as a single, coherent system. Imagine two dancers, moving so perfectly in sync that their movements are indistinguishable. One lifts an arm. The other's arm rises in perfect harmony. One turns. The other mirrors a turn. They are not following each other. They are moving as a single, fluid entity. Their dance is an embrace, a continuous flow with the concept of my movement, and your movement dissolves into our movement. This is a quantum embrace, a ballet of shared existence. This profound state of being tells us that at the very heart of reality, there is a fundamental unity. The universe is not a collection of separate, fragmented pieces, but a seamless, interconnected whole. The quantum embrace is a powerful reminder that even when things appear to be distinct and separate in our everyday experience, at their deepest level, they may be part of a larger, unified entity. Feel this gentle unity, a quiet hug from the universe itself. As you relax further, allow yourself to feel held, supported, and deeply connected. The particles within your own body, the very atoms that compose your being, are constantly engaging in their own quantum embraces, forming the molecules that build your cells, the structures that give you form. You are a living testament to this fundamental principle of unity. This embrace is timeless because a connection is established at the moment of creation and persists indefinitely, regardless of the passage of time or the intervention of distance. It is a bond that transcends a linear progression of moments, existing in a state of eternal present. The past, present, and future of entangled particles are intimately linked, woven into this single, unified state. This profound state of being, where separation is an illusion, challenges our everyday perception. We are accustomed to a world of distinct objects, clear boundaries, and measurable distances. But the quantum embrace whispers a different truth, that these distinctions are often superficial, and that a deeper reality of interconnectedness underlies everything. Consider the comfort that comes from knowing this. In moments of loneliness or perceived isolation, remember the quantum embrace. Remember that at the deepest level, you are never truly alone, never truly disconnected. You are part of a vast, intricate web of existence, where threads of connection stretch across all boundaries, linking you to the farthest reaches of the cosmos. The scientific experiments that confirm entanglement are, in essence, observations of this quantum embrace. When physicists prepare particles in an entangled state and then measure their properties, they are witnessing this profound unity in action. They see the instantaneous correlations, the perfect mirroring, which can only be explained if the particles are fundamentally merged into a single, unified system. As you drift deeper into sleep, let the gentle unity of the quantum embrace envelop you. Feel its quiet, comforting presence. It is a reminder that you are held within something vast, intricate, and profoundly unified. Release any tension, any sense of separation, and simply rest in profound, comforting truth that everything is connected. Everything is part of the same beautiful, cosmic embrace. And as this quantum embrace continues to hold you in its gentle unity, what happens when this profound connection is manifested not just as a silent embrace, but as a form of communication? What if, across unimaginable distances, particles communicate, not with words or signals, but through a silent, instant knowing, revealing the universe's most intimate conversation? Across unimaginable distances, particles communicate, not with words or signals, but through a silent, instant knowing. This is the universe's most intimate conversation, a telepathy of the fundamental. Listen to the quietude of this profound exchange as you drift. Word count, 1720 words. As you continue to drift deeper into the gentle embrace of sleep, letting the profound unity of the quantum embrace settle within you, let your awareness now turn to an even more astonishing aspect of this interconnectedness, a form of communication that transcends all our familiar notions. Imagine, if you will, that across unimaginable distances, particles communicate, not with words or signals, not with light or sound, but through a silent, instant knowing. This is the universe's most intimate conversation, a telepathy of the fundamental. It is a profound exchange that happens without effort, without delay, and without any physical medium to carry a message. It is the very essence of how entangled particles remain perfectly correlated, even when separated by light years of empty space. Think of it like this. Imagine two very old friends who have known each other their entire lives. They are so deeply attuned to one another that sometimes they don't even need words. One might simply think of memory, and the other, miles away, feels a sudden warmth, a quiet understanding of that very thought. There is no spoken word, no text message, no phone call, just a silent, instant knowing that passes between them. This is a human analogy, of course, for something far more fundamental and precise in the quantum realm, but it helps us grasp the intimacy of this connection. In the world of quantum entanglement, when one particle property is measured, perhaps its spin is found to be up. Its entangled twin, no matter how far away, instantly knows that its own spin must be down. This isn't because a message traveled from the first particle to the second. Rather, it's because their shared quantum state, their unified identity, instantly resolves itself. The communication is not about sending information, but about the instantaneous manifestation of a pre-existing, unbreakable bond. This silent communication reveals a profound depth to reality. It tells us that the universe is not a collection of isolated entities that occasionally bump into each other. Instead, it is a vast, living network where fundamental relationships persist and express themselves instantaneously. It is a telepathy of the fundamental, where the very building blocks of everything are intimately aware of each other's state. Listen to the quietude of this profound exchange as you drift. There is a deep peace in realizing that such a form of communication exists. It suggests that even in the vastness of space, there is no true silence, but constant, subtle hum of interconnectedness, a continuous conversation happening at the deepest levels of existence. Consider the implications for a moment. If the smallest component of reality can communicate in this silent, instant way, then the concept of separation, which seems so real in our everyday lives, begins to soften even further. It suggests that distance is not an absolute barrier, but a relative concept, and that a deeper, more unified reality underlies everything. This intimate conversation is not about conscious thought or intention. Particles do not decide to communicate. Rather, their communication is a fundamental property of their entanglement, an inherent aspect of their shared quantum state. It is a testament to the universe's elegant design, where even most complex phenomena arise from simple, yet profound, underlying principles. As you feel yourself drifting deeper into peaceful rest, allow the image of this silent communication to soothe your mind. You are part of this grand, intimate conversation. The particles within your own body, the very atoms that compose your being, are constantly engaging in this silent knowing, sharing their states, contributing to continuous, unfolding dialogue of the universe. This telepathy of the fundamental is a beautiful reminder that you are never truly disconnected. You are always part of a vast, intricate web of existence, where threads of connection stretch across all boundaries, linking you to the farthest reaches of the cosmos. It is a comforting thought, inviting you to release any sense of isolation and embrace the profound interconnectedness of all things. The scientific experiments that confirm this silent communication are some of the most precise and challenging in physics. They involve creating entangled pairs of particles, separating them by significant distances, and then measuring their properties. The consistent, instantaneous correlations observed in these experiments provide compelling evidence for this telepathy of the fundamental, a phenomenon that continues to inspire awe and push the boundaries of our understanding. As you drift deeper into sleep, let the quietude of this profound exchange envelop you. Feel its steady, comforting presence. It is a reminder that you are held within something vast, intricate, and profoundly unified. Release any tension, any sense of separation, and simply rest in the profound, comforting truth that everything is connected, everything is part of the same beautiful, cosmic conversation. And as this silent communication continues to reveal the universe's most intimate conversation, what happens when this profound connection is manifested not just as a telepathy of the fundamental, but as a vast, intricate weave? What if our reality is woven from countless threads, each connecting to another, forming a seamless, interconnected whole? And how might this bring you into gentle harmony? Our reality is woven from countless threads, and entanglement reveals some of the most intricate. Each thread connects to another, forming a seamless, interconnected whole. Feel yourself becoming part of this grand, gentle weave, secure and held. Word count, 1590 words. As you continue to drift deeper into the peaceful quietude of this moment, letting the profound concept of silent communication settle gently within you, let your imagination now perceive the very fabric of our reality. Imagine it not as a solid, unmoving structure, but as a vast, intricate weave, a magnificent tapestry stretching across all of existence. Our reality is woven from countless threads, each one representing a particle, an interaction, a moment in time. And quantum entanglement reveals some of the most intricate and beautiful of these threads. Think of a master weaver at their loom, creating a complex and beautiful design. Each strand of yarn, though distinct, is carefully interwoven with countless others, creating patterns and textures that are far greater than the sum of their individual parts. If one thread were to break or be out of place, the integrity of the whole might be compromised. In the universe's grand weave, each thread connects to another, forming a seamless, interconnected whole. Entanglement is like a special kind of thread in this weave, one that binds distant parts of the tapestry together in an unbreakable, instantaneous way. It's as if two threads, seemingly separated by vast distances on the surface of cloth, are actually deeply intertwined beneath the visible pattern, their destinies forever linked. When one thread is pulled, the other instantly responds, not because of force traveled along the surface, but because their connection is woven into the very depth of the fabric. This intricate weave tells us that nothing in the universe is truly isolated. Every particle, every atom, every star, every galaxy, and indeed, every living being is a part of this grand, continuous tapestry. The empty space between objects is not truly empty. It is filled with the unseen threads of this weave, carrying potentials and connections that are constantly unfolding. Feel yourself becoming part of this grand, gentle weave, secure and held. As you relax further, imagine your own being as a unique and precious thread in this cosmic tapestry. You are not separate from the universe. You are an integral part of its design. The atoms that make up your body have been woven into countless forms throughout cosmic history, and they continue to be part of this vast, interconnected system. This understanding can bring a profound sense of security and belonging. In a world that often feels fragmented and chaotic, the weave of reality offers a comforting truth, that there's an underlying order, a deep harmony that binds everything together. You are held within this grand design, connected to everything that exists, from the smallest quantum whisper to the largest galactic hum. Consider the countless interactions happening around you right now. The air molecules gently brushing against your skin, the light particles reflecting off surfaces, the subtle energetic exchanges within your own cells. Each of these is a tiny knot, a subtle connection, contributing to the vast, intricate weave of reality. They are all part of the seamless, interconnected whole. This weave is not static. It is alive, constantly being created and recreated in every moment. It is a dynamic, evolving tapestry, where new patterns emerge and old ones gently dissolve. And the more we learn about the universe, the more we appreciate the astonishing complexity and beauty of this ongoing creation. The very laws of physics are the patterns within this weave, the fundamental rules that govern how the threads interact and connect. And entanglement, with its defiance of classical notions of separation, reveals some of the most surprising and beautiful patterns in this cosmic fabric. It shows us that reality is far more subtle and interconnected than our everyday senses can perceive. As you drift deeper into sleep, let the image of this grand, gentle weave envelop you. Feel its comforting presence, its profound interconnectedness. Release any tension, any sense of isolation, and simply rest in secure knowledge that you are an integral part of this magnificent, ongoing creation. You are held, you are connected, and you are part of the seamless, interconnected whole. And as you rest in this grand, gentle weave, secure and held, what happens when this profound connection is expressed not just as an intricate weave, but as a secret language? What if the universe speaks many languages, and entanglement is one of its most profound secrets, a language of connection and shared destiny, whispered between the smallest components of existence, becoming your lullaby tonight? The universe speaks many languages, and entanglement is one of its most profound secrets. It's a language of connection, of shared destiny, whispered between the smallest components of existence. Let its gentle rhythm be your lullaby tonight. As you continue to drift deeper into the peaceful quietude of this moment, letting the grand, gentle weave of reality settle within you, imagine now that the universe, in its boundless wisdom, speaks many languages. Some are grand and obvious, like the language of gravity that pulls planets in their orbits, or the language of light that paints the sky. But there are other languages, far more subtle, far more intimate, spoken in whispers between the smallest components of existence. And quantum entanglement is one of its most profound secrets, a secret language that reveals the deepest truths of connection and shared destiny. Think of mother and child, sharing a glance that conveys a world of understanding without a single word. Or two musicians, improvising together, their instruments weaving a spontaneous melody, each anticipating the other's next note. This is a form of secret language, understood not through explicit signals, but through a deep, intuitive attunement. In the universe's grand design, entanglement functions as such a language, a telepathy of the fundamental, where particles communicate through a silent, instant knowing. This language is not spoken with sounds, nor written with symbols. It is a language of state, of inherent properties, whispered between particles that are forever linked. When one particle, like a tiny word, expresses a certain property, its entangled twin, instantly and without delay, understands and expresses its complementary property. There is no need for translation, no need for a message to travel. The understanding is immediate, woven into their shared existence. This language of connection, of shared destiny, tells us that the universe is not just a collection of independent entities, but a vast, interconnected conversation. Every particle, every interaction, is a part of this ongoing dialogue, contributing to the rich tapestry of existence. It is a language that speaks of unity, of an underlying coherence that binds everything together, from the smallest quantum whisper to the largest galactic hum. Let its gentle rhythm be your lullaby tonight. As you listen to the quietude of this profound exchange, feel how this idea brings a sense of deep comfort and belonging. You are part of this cosmic conversation, a unique and precious voice in the universe's secret language. The atoms within your body, the electrons that carry your thoughts, are all participating in this silent, intimate dialogue, sharing their states, contributing to the continuous, unfolding narrative of the cosmos. This secret language reveals that the universe operates on principles far more profound and interconnected than our everyday senses can perceive. It challenges our linear understanding of communication, where information must travel from one point to another. Instead, it suggests that at the deepest level, everything is already connected, already in conversation, and that the message is simply the instantaneous manifestation of a pre-existing, unbreakable bond. Consider the elegance of this language. It is efficient, instantaneous, and perfectly precise. There are no misunderstandings, no delays, no lost signals. It is the most perfect form of communication imaginable, a testament to the universe's inherent order and its capacity for profound unity. This language of shared destiny reminds us that even in moments of solitude, you are never truly alone, never truly disconnected. You are always part of a vast, intricate web of existence, where threads of connection stretch across all boundaries, linking you to the farthest reaches of the cosmos. It is a comforting thought, inviting you to release any sense of isolation and embrace the profound interconnectedness of all things. The scientific experiments that confirm entanglement are, in essence, our attempts to listen in on this secret language. By preparing particles in entangled states and then measuring their properties, scientists are deciphering the grammar and vocabulary of this profound communication, revealing the astonishing correlations that speak of shared destinies across unimaginable distances. As you drift deeper into sleep, let the gentle rhythm of the universe's secret language envelop you. Feel its steady, comforting presence. It is a reminder that you are held within something vast, intricate, and profoundly unified. Release any tension, any sense of separation, and simply rest in the profound, comforting truth that everything is connected. Everything is part of the same beautiful, cosmic conversation. And as this secret language continues to whisper connection and shared destiny, what happens when this profound understanding expands beyond the realm of the very small? What if the tiny, invisible connections we've explored have echoes in the vastness of the cosmos, from the micro world of particles to the macro world of stars, bringing everything into gentle harmony? The tiny, invisible connections we've explored have echoes in the vastness of the cosmos. From the micro world of particles to the macro world of stars, the principle of connection whispers. Feel the scale of this wonder and how it brings everything into gentle harmony. Word count, 1710 words. As you continue to drift deeper into the peaceful quietude of this moment, letting the universe's secret language gently lull you, let your mind now expand its focus. We have journeyed deep into the micro world, the realm of the very small, where particles dance, and their destinies are intertwined through silent communication. Now, let us gently lift our gaze and see how these tiny, invisible connections have echoes in the vastness of the cosmos. From the micro world of particles to the macro world of stars, the principle of connection whispers, bringing everything into gentle harmony. Imagine, for a moment, the smallest quantum whisper we discussed, an electron spin, a photon's polarization, instantly mirrored across unimaginable distances. This profound interconnectedness, born at the fundamental level, does not remain confined to the microscopic. Its principles, its underlying truths, resonate outwards, influencing the very structure and evolution of the universe on its grandest scales. Think of a single, tiny seed. Within that seed lies the blueprint for a magnificent, towering tree. The intricate connections within the seed, the genetic information, the cellular processes all contribute to the eventual grandeur of the tree, reaching for the sky. In a similar way, the quantum connections at the micro level are the seeds for which the vast, interconnected structures of the macrocosmos emerge. Consider the formation of galaxies. These immense swirling islands of stars, gas, and dust are not just random collections of celestial bodies. They are held together by the force of gravity. Yes, but their very formation and evolution are influenced by the properties of the particles that compose them. The quantum whispers, the fundamental interactions at the smallest scales, contribute to conditions that allow matter to clump together, to form the first stars, and eventually the grand cosmic structures we observe. The principle of connection whispers from the very beginning. At the dawn of a universe, in the fiery moments after the Big Bang, all matter and energy were incredibly dense and intimately connected. As the universe expanded and cooled, particles formed, and many of them became entangled. These initial quantum correlations, though subtle, may have played a role in seeding the slight density fluctuations that eventually grew, under the influence of gravity, into the large-scale structures of galaxies and galaxy clusters. The tiny quantum echoes of the early universe resonated outwards, leaving their imprint on the cosmic canvas. Feel the scale of this wonder. From the almost infinitesimally small to the unimaginably vast, the universe exhibits a consistent theme of interconnectedness. The same fundamental forces and principles that govern the dance of particles also orchestrate the cosmic ballet of stars and galaxies. It is a seamless transition, a continuous spectrum of connection. Imagine the universe as a vast, living organism. Just as the tiny cells within your body work in harmony to create a functioning whole, so too do the particles, stars, and galaxies of the cosmos interact and influence each other, forming a single grand entity. The quantum entanglement we've explored is like the nervous system of this cosmic organism, allowing for instantaneous correlations and profound sense of unity across all its scales. This understanding brings everything into gentle harmony. It dissolves the perceived chasm between the microscopic and the macroscopic. It shows us that the laws of physics are universally applicable, expressing themselves in different ways at different scales, but always pointing to an underlying coherence. The spooky action of entanglement, once confined to the lab, finds its echoes in the grand narrative of cosmic evolution. As you drift deeper into sleep, allow yourself to feel this profound connection between the micro and the macro. The particles that make up your own being are the same particles that form distant stars. The forces that bind atoms together are the same forces that sculpt galaxies. You are a microcosm of the cosmos, a living embodiment of this universal principle connection. This journey from a micro to the macro is not just a scientific exploration. It is a spiritual one. It invites us to see the universe as a unified, living system, where every part is intimately connected to every other. It reminds us that we are not separate observers, but active participants in this grand cosmic dance, woven into the very fabric of existence. And as you rest in the gentle harmony of this realization, consider this. If everything is connected by an unbroken thread, from the smallest quantum whisper to the largest cosmic structure, what does that truly mean for the concept of separation? If a fundamental unity persists, no matter how far apart things may seem, how does this thread continue to bind? And what comfort does it offer in the quiet of the night? Even as you sleep, know that everything is connected by an unbroken thread. No matter how far apart things may seem, a fundamental unity persists. This thread is a comfort, a reminder that you are part of something vast and interconnected. Rest in this assurance. As you continue to drift deeper into the peaceful quietude of this moment, letting the gentle harmony of the micro and macro worlds settle within you, let your mind now rest upon a profound and comforting truth. Even as you sleep, know that everything, absolutely everything, is connected by an unbroken thread. This thread is not visible to the eye, nor tangible to the touch, yet is the most fundamental aspect of our reality, binding all existence into a seamless whole. Imagine a single, continuous strand of silk stretching across the entire universe. This strand weaves through every galaxy, every star, every planet, every living being, and every tiny particle. It is a thread of connection, the very essence of the unity we have been exploring. No matter how far apart things may seem, no matter the vast distances that appear to separate them, this fundamental unity persists, held together by this unbroken thread. Think of a vast, ancient tapestry that has been passed down through generations. Though it may have countless different images and colors woven into it, it is ultimately made of the same continuous threads. Even if you were to cut out a small piece, the threads within that piece would still be connected to the larger, unseen whole. The unbroken thread of the universe is like this, ensuring that even when things appear fragmented, their underlying connection remains. Quantum entanglement is a powerful revelation of this unbroken thread. It shows us that particles, once linked, remain connected in a way that transcends space and time. Their shared fate, their instantaneous mirroring, their silent communication, all are manifestations of this single, continuous thread that binds them. It tells us that the separation we perceive is often an illusion, a temporary appearance on the surface of a deeply unified reality. This thread is a comfort, a profound assurance in the quiet of the night. In a world that often feels divided and disconnected, the knowledge of this unbroken thread brings a deep sense of peace. It reminds you that you are not isolated, not adrift in an uncaring void. Instead, you are an integral part of something vast and interconnected, held securely within the grand design of the cosmos. Feel this thread gently weaving through your own being. The atoms that compose your body, the very essence of your consciousness, are all part of this unbroken thread. You are a living, breathing testament to the universe's inherent unity. Every breath you take, every beat of your heart, every thought that gently drifts through your mind is connected to this universal thread, binding you to all that is. Consider the journey we have taken together, from the whispers of the very small to the unseen fabric of reality, the dance of shared fates, the quantum mirror, the echoes in the void, the entangled heartbeat, the symphony of connectedness, the gentle paradoxes, the soothing truth of spooky action, the unfurling fabric, the realms beyond our knowing, the quantum embrace, the silent communication, and the grand transition from micro to macro. Each step has revealed another facet of this unbroken thread, another layer of its profound beauty and resilience. This thread is eternal. It has existed since the very beginning of the universe, and it will continue to exist as long as reality itself. It is the fundamental principle of unity, the underlying truth that ensures coherence and harmony in the cosmos. It is the reason why the universe is not chaotic, but a beautifully ordered and interconnected system. As you drift deeper into sleep, allow this assurance to envelop you. Rest in the knowledge that you are part of something vast and interconnected, held securely by this unbroken thread. Release any lingering worries, any sense of separation, and simply surrender to profound peace that comes from knowing you are deeply and eternally connected to all that is. And as you rest in this assurance, held by the unbroken thread that connects everything, what happens when this profound understanding leads to a final, gentle surrender? What if, as the narration draws to a close, you imagine yourself drifting not just into sleep, but into a deeper understanding of unity, allowing this feeling of oneness to envelop you, guiding you to the deepest, most peaceful rest? As the narration draws to a close, imagine yourself drifting, not just into sleep, but into a deeper understanding of unity. The universe, in its smallest parts, teaches us a profound connection. Let this feeling of oneness envelop you, guiding you to the deepest, most peaceful rest. Word count, 1690 words. As this long, gentle journey through the wonders of quantum entanglement draws to a close, and the comforting truth of the unbroken thread settles deeply within your heart, imagine yourself drifting, not just into the soft embrace of sleep, but into a deeper understanding of unity itself. You have explored the unseen whispers of the very small, witnessed the dance of shared fates, and felt the silent communication that binds all things. Now, let this profound feeling of oneness envelop you, guiding you to the deepest, most peaceful rest. The universe, in its smallest parts, has been our gentle teacher tonight. It has shown us that what appears separate is often profoundly connected. It has revealed that distance is not an absolute barrier, and that the fabric of reality is alive with unseen threads. From the spooky action that Einstein pondered to the quantum embrace that merges identities, every concept has pointed to a singular, beautiful truth, that everything is interwoven, everything is part of a seamless, interconnected whole. Think of a river flowing into the ocean. The river, with its distinct currents and banks, seems separate, but as it merges with the vastness of the ocean, its individual identity dissolves, becoming one with the boundless expanse. You are like that river, and the universe is the ocean. As you drift into sleep, you are merging with this vast, universal consciousness, becoming one with the flow of all existence. Let this feeling of oneness envelop you. Feel it like a warm, comforting blanket, wrapping around you, soothing every part of your being. This oneness is not an abstract concept. It is the very essence of your reality. The particles that make up your body are constantly exchanging energy and information with the universe around you, participating in a continuous, unfolding dance of unity. This deeper understanding of unity is a gift from the cosmos. It reminds us that even in our individual lives, we are never truly alone. We are always part of something vast, intricate, and profoundly interconnected. Every breath you take connects you to the air, to the plants that produce oxygen, to the very cycle of life on Earth. Every beat of your heart resonates with the grand rhythm of the universe, the entangled heartbeat that pulses through all existence. As you allow this feeling of oneness to deepen, release any lingering thoughts, any remaining tension. Surrender to the profound peace that comes from knowing you are deeply and eternally connected to all that is. There is nothing to fear, nothing to hold on to, only the gentle embrace of this universal unity. The journey through quantum entanglement has been a journey into the heart of reality, a revelation of its most intimate secrets. We have seen how the universe communicates silently, how it mirrors states across vast distances, and how it weaves everything into an unbroken thread. These are not just scientific facts. They are poetic truths, inviting you to see the world with new eyes, to feel its profound interconnectedness. This oneness is the ultimate lullaby. It whispers that you are safe, you are held, and you are an integral, cherished part of the cosmos. Your existence is a unique expression of this universal unity, a beautiful note in the grand symphony of connectedness. As your consciousness gently recedes, imagine yourself dissolving into this vast, comforting oneness. Feel your individual boundaries soften, merging with the boundless expanse of the universe. You are becoming one with the stars, one with the galaxies, one with the very fabric of space-time. This is not an ending, but a gentle transition, a transition from the active awareness of the day to the profound, restorative unity of deep sleep. In this state of oneness, your mind can rest, your body can heal, and your spirit can be renewed, knowing that you are eternally connected to the source of all existence. Let this feeling of oneness guide you to the deepest, most peaceful rest. Surrender to its gentle embrace. Allow yourself to be carried by the currents of this universal unity, drifting effortlessly into profound silence and stillness of true repose. You are home within the heart of the interconnected cosmos. Rest now in this vast, comforting oneness.